died, so I had to switch it off. So I've only had like 3 sips of coffee today, and it's about to be 11. So we need to get it together. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Cassie. I do make videos every single week, from beauty to vlogs to a little bit of everything. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any more upcoming videos. So for today, I am going to be covering a brand new palette that Morphe just launched, and it is their Dare to Create 39A palette. And let's just talk about the packaging real quick, because seriously, as soon as I saw the whole new thing they got going on, I was all for it. And just the price point on it, I couldn't beat it. I swatched them in store and I was sold. I will be giving you guys a review towards the end of the video if I recommend the palette or not. I did create this eye look just using that palette, which is insane because typically I feel like I need to dip into different shadows to create a look. Also, these brushes that I purchased were brand new. They were right next to it when I went to the store. I decided to go ahead and play with olive tones because that is the reason why I was driven to this palette. I love olive colors and I love olive itself, so I just thought it was perfect to create this look first using this palette. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more videos using this palette as well. And I bought the Jaclyn Hill palette too, so that video might be next. I don't know. You have to click on the subscribe button to stay tuned and go ahead and see. First and foremost, I just wanted to quickly say that this video is not sponsored. I bought everything on my own. I don't have any affiliation with Morphe. They have no idea who I am. This is my true and honest opinion. So that's pretty much all I gotta say at the beginning of the video. Don't forget to stay tuned with my social media because I do ask you guys over there what you would like to see on here. So thank you so much for clicking on my video, and please don't forget to subscribe because it'll mean the world to me. And let's just go ahead and get started with the video. I need to stop talking. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to be using a couple of new products that I just picked up yesterday at the Morphe store. I ended up going with my mom and I got a couple of things, so you guys most likely already saw them at the beginning of the video. So I want to use these new brushes, and they are the Eye Slay brushes, which are so good, especially for the price point. And this is the palette that I will be using today. It is the Dare to Create 39A, which is one of their newest edition items. I don't know if you guys keep up with Morphe or who Morphe is, but they are a very affordable makeup brand, and I've been using them for years. When I was about, I'm trying to remember how old was I, but I wasn't even in the makeup industry yet. I must have been like 16. I don't know, but they've been around for a very long time. I remember going to makeup shows with my mom. Must have been like 16 or something. And I would always see them there. My mom would bring back palettes. I have one of their old palettes that they would sell at shows. So I've been aware with who they are for such a long time. And as a brand and company, they've come so far. So this is how the palette comes. This is their new and improved packaging, so congratulations to Linda and everybody a part of the Morphe team, because I've seen this company grow so much and I'm so proud of them and so happy for them. This isn't a sponsored video, by the way. Like, I bought all these items by myself. Morphe has no idea who I am, but they're a very affordable brand that I've been using for so long, so just kind of want to bring it on here as well if you guys haven't seen me use them enough already. This is the new palette that they came out with. It's a huge palette. I will show you guys a comparison towards the end of the video between the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is their regular palettes, and this one. And of course, this is their new packaging, which I'm all for. It looks super luxurious. And can you guys believe this palette was only like, I want to say it's like $25 or something way cheaper. But this is the best part about this. Watch. Whoops. Okay, so this is actually the shade names, and I'm going to hold on to this one because I really need that. This is all the shades it comes with, and for the price point and the pigmentation and how amazing these eyeshadows are, you cannot beat that. And the packaging looks so luxurious. It does say, "Be your own muse, we dare you." Sorry, I should have just read it off my little screen over here, but I love that. Be your own inspiration, and I'm all for that. So I really wanted to share with you guys how this palette looks, and it's so beautiful. I thought these were contour shades for some reason, who am I? But they are actually shades to apply into your crease, and you get a variety. So once again, if you are an upcoming makeup artist and you know you don't want to spend that much money on an expensive palette, you go to Sephora. A palette with like 16 shades, maybe even 12, it's $40, $50, $80 when for a really good eyeshadow palette, when this one is way cheaper. It's under $30 and you get so many colors and they're beautiful. I haven't swatched this palette specifically because I did go into the store and swatch it myself and I was sold. I fell in love with the green shades, which is the look I will be creating today. And it just has so many colors you can use. I'm obsessed, and I didn't know what to film because I was so overwhelmed with the amount of shades in this palette. So we're all here to see what the palette looks like and all of that. I really quickly wanted to do a rundown on it before we put these on our face, or on my face. But I really appreciate the fact that it comes with this thing right on top to tell me what shades each are. That way I can tell you guys. And for the brushes, these are 6 synthetic natural eye brushes. Look, I need a cushion here. I really love the way they looked at the store, and I thought it was a really great deal. They do come very nicely packaged, but I already took them out and I put them in this little pouch, so it's perfect for traveling as well. That's one of the reasons why I really like that palette. It's really big, but you can create so many looks with it, from natural, glam, even holiday looks, anything you really want to do with it. So I feel like it's a travel friendly palette, even though it's huge. But I mean, that's really the only palette you really need, so why not? So the brushes are still in their little bags. And this is how they look. They're kind of like this rose gold. I don't know if it's really picking up on camera, but it is different to their regular rose gold. So the top is about the same, it's just the handle that is different. And the brushes were $18. I did use Kim Ty's discount code at the store, so you can also use discount codes there. I don't have one of my own, but you can choose any YouTuber's discount code that you would like to use. I just personally used hers because I love her. But yeah, it comes with 6 brushes. Blending brush, like a flat, fluffy brush. You know what? I would love to practice with like matte eyeshadows. And then this little brush, which I think is perfect for the crease to really get in there and blend it out. Another fluffy blending brush. Flat brush. Hope you guys can like see that I'm going too fast. And an eyeliner, little tiny brush. A detail brush is what I like to call it. But they're great quality brushes, and for 6 brushes it's only $18, which is not bad at all, because about a brush there costs $6 to $8 if it's like an eyeshadow brush, maybe even 12. And I can see myself using all of these. So we will be using them in this tutorial and to see how they apply pigment, how they blend, and all those beautiful things. To prime my eyelids and even out the discoloration, I will be using my Wet n Wild primer along with my Kat Von D concealer. Once that is all settled in, I'm going to, oh my gosh, I hope my hands are clean. I don't want to dirty the palette. Another thing that I did not mention is the fact that this one is magnetic and it's not like their other ones. So that's another new thing that I love. Alright, so I will be dipping my brush into this color right here. I'm going to be using this new brush from them, which is, oh, it doesn't have a number. Oh, I don't think that it's going to work all over my lid. I'm going to be taking the shade right next to it, which is kind of like a nude brown. And I think it's going to do really well into the crease. And I'm using the blending brush from their brush set. Oh my gosh, just look at how beautiful that applies. I barely even dipped my brush into there. I really like the brushes already. Once I already worked it up into kind of going into my brow bone, I'm going to focus a little bit more of the product into my crease. We will be layering colors, so that way it creates a very nice smoky eye, because that's kind of the look that I am going for. We're doing like a green olive smoky eye today. Taking the shade right next to it, I will be applying it with the same brush, and it is in the shade Thunder. That natural dimension it gives to my eyes. I'm living for it. Now I'm going to be taking a clean brush, and this is the Morphe R27 from the Rose Gold collection. I'm just going to blend everything out. And as you guys can see, I am blending in circular motions, kind of going into my brow bone just to diffuse any lines. Now I'll be going in with my favorite color, which is, well, for the transition shade, which is in the shade Transitional. It's kind of like this poo-poo brown green, which I think is going to look perfect for this look. And I'm applying this with my Morphe M573 because it's a little bit more of a pointed blending brush, and it's really going to help us apply this right into our crease and keep it there and blend it at the same time. Now I'm going to start applying the green shades, and I'm going to be applying Pine right on the outer corners of my eyes. And I'm not going to be taking it any higher than my crease. I'm just going to work it into the crease. I think the fact that the brush is a little bit fluffy and you can still blend and really pack on the shades is what's really helping this eyeshadow. Or it's either a really good matte eyeshadow because of the formula. It's so much better that it's easier to work with. I kind of just want to apply this green shade all over my eyelid because I love it. You see how with the same brush I can kind of blend it into the crease? Because it is a very dense brush almost, and it's so good to blend in the color. Before I move on, I'm going back in with my M573 brush with whatever product is on it and just slightly blending in my crease, because that little like harsh line right there going on is not cute and it's going to bother me. Next, I'll be taking the shade Pickle, which is a little bit more of a light green color. It is a little bit lighter than the shade we used, and I'll be taking it on the other side of the brush and placing this right on the inner corners just to still kind of wrap up the green we got going on, but we don't want to place the darkest shade on the inner corners. We still want it to appear a little bit light once we apply the shimmery color. Just really wanted to work with Pickle. And you know what, it's so funny because it's actually the perfect pickle shade. Now taking this fluffy brush from their new collection as well, I'm just going to make sure everything is nicely blended. Picking up the So Glam shade with my BH Cosmetics No. 9 brush. It's a beautiful olive shimmery eyeshadow, but it kind of has some browns in it and kind of gold, so it just creates like this perfect olive tone. I'm going to take this brown shade right here. This is in the shade Cat Eye, and I'm going to be smoking this into my eyelashes. And for mascara, I will be using the Total Tease by CoverGirl. And for eyelashes today, I actually wanted to do something very dramatic, but after creating this look, I kind of want to keep it very simple yet glam, and I think the Ardell Double Wispies will be perfect for this look because you can still see the drama going on with your eyelashes, but it'll still peek through the eyes because I really want the main focus to be the eyes today. For the face, I already moisturized, prime, and all that good stuff. I'm going in with my Hourglass foundation, and this is in the shade Warm Ivory. I always forget to tell you guys what shade I am in. And with this foundation, I usually like to work with the brush because I feel like it just blends the product better and it gives me full coverage. And I'm using my Real Techniques brush. Now I'm going in with concealer, and I'm using the Kat Von D Lacquer Concealer in the shade Light 16. And to set that in place, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10. And I'll also be taking this on my forehead and on my chin and my nose. Today I will be using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to contour with. I am using the light shade in Subconscious to really sculpt out my cheekbones, and to bronze I like to use the darkest shade since I'm all out of this one and both of these. I think I'm due for a new one. I'm going to use the Real Techniques brush to really sculpt out my cheekbones today. I usually don't really use cool tones. I love using more warm tones. And to kind of bronze and just bring all the look together, I'm going to use the darkest shade with my all over multitask brush from Real Techniques. So it's weird because usually when I do this technique, I kind of like stipple it, but kind of like blend at the same time. Alright, and for my nose, I'm going to be mixing both of those shades together. I usually like to match whatever I do to my nose, whatever I do on my face, on my nose, because then it looks weird. So usually if it kind of looks something like this and it looks a little crazy, I'm going to take some powder and right on top blend it all out. I don't like to blend it out with like a different brush or different product. I like to just buff it with the same brush to kind of give more of that product, whatever is left of the brush, and mix it in with my face powder so it looks natural. I feel like I never really explain why I do certain things, because then this video would be like 2 hours long. But little by little I try and explain in every single one of my videos why I do certain things, so it makes sense, you know, and my videos aren't like 4 hours long. And voila, nose is contoured. And now I can contour the world. And now I can conquer the world. For blush, I'm taking my Beach Cosmetics 10 color blush palette, and I'm mixing this shade with bronzy. I'm taking this brush, which is a little bit more dense, and I'm going to be mixing the dark green with Pickle and applying it right on my lower lash line. Girl, no, don't even try me right now. I feel like everyone at work today is gonna be like, ¿A dónde vas? Where are you going? Here. I'm taking the flat brush from the same brush set, and I'll be using the dark brown color we used in our, right in my waterline. I'll be going in with Canvas and Surrender, which are the shades that we applied on our crease, and I'm going to be buffing out the lower lash line with the same brush with the green. Just realized I haven't even done my eyebrows. Let me finish off the eyes, and I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with mascara. I feel like I just can't ever not do my makeup without it because I feel like it completes the look. My battery camera just died, so if the angle on my camera shifts, that's the reason why. I did do my eyebrows off camera just because it's a lot easier for me to get them done, but I just used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown, and I used my Morphe R44 brush, so I just wanted to catch you guys up on that. Now we are going to be highlighting, which is one of my favorite things to do. I'm using the BALM's Mary Luminizer, which I feel like it's been a while. I was going to use the Over Cosmetics one, but I was like, let's just use this one. So I'm going to use my Morphe R12 brush, which is the fan brush that I love to apply my highlight with. Just hit the tops of the cheekbones right here. I feel like as long as my nose is highlighted, I'm happy. Or contoured. For my inner corner, I'm going to be using the same highlight. Just popping this bad boy right there. Should have used something in the palette. Kind of want to do a nude lipstick now with the route that I went with, but originally I really wanted to do a brown. I think it's gonna look so sexy for some reason, like very ooh, very foresty, you know what I mean? So you can either go with a nude lipstick or do something bold like I am going to do in this look. I just think it's gonna look very sexy, and I love a bold lip, and if I have an excuse to use it, then I'm gonna go ahead and use it. This is a little bit of an older shade, so hopefully it doesn't start to chip on me. I'm using the ColourPop Liquid Cosmetics in the shade Limbo. I really need to update all my ColourPop liquid lipsticks because I don't know if these are maybe a year old or 2, which I know after a certain time you're supposed to get rid of makeup, so we'll see. completes this makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button before you guys head out so you can stay updated with more videos coming up. I did get another palette, so I'm very excited to play with that one because I know it's been highly requested from everyone, and I'm so happy, so pleased with this palette overall. I'm going to give you guys my review very quickly. Overall, the palette and the whole new packaging that Morphe has going on, along with their name, because this is a new font. I love that it's magnetic, and I'm so glad they made all of these like this because I know the only one that I had like this, it's the Kathleen Lights palette one. Also, the Jaclyn Hill palette, I think it came that way as well. So very, very happy. As for the shades inside, they are just gorgeous, beautiful eyeshadows, and they did so well in the pigmentation. I know that's something that they've been working on as well. They're pigmented, they blend like butter, and for the price point, you can't beat that. You get so many shades. You get your blues, you get your greens, you get like your reds and purples, along with some more warm tones with purples, and there's a variety of shades to apply into your transition, because when it comes to blending colors, if you don't blend your colors well, your makeup look is not going to look good. It's going to look very weird and off, and that's something that I love about this palette. I think it's a great starter palette to use. I do want to say the price point on it was like $24, maybe even cheaper. I don't know, but it was super ridiculously cheap. I will have it on here. I really wish I knew it off the top of my head. As for the brushes, I worked so comfortable with them, and they were only $18. And I know I was a little bit iffy about them, but I was like, you can't lose with these brushes. Like, they feel so nice, and sure enough, I applied them onto my eyes and everything applied so well. So the brushes and the palette are both a good get-go. I don't have anything to complain about it other than there wasn't a white shade, but once again, there's so many other shades. I can use a powder, it's no big deal. The palette itself though, like the pigmentation, is just out of this world, and I know I'm going to be using it a lot, especially on clients, because it comes with so many shades, and the matte shades blended so well. Even if I just apply it all over my eyelid, it's not dry and patchy like their old fat formula. Not that I'm talking bad about the other palettes, because they're just equally as amazing, but this new formula that they have is so much better, and I can only imagine how much bigger and where they will be taking this company. So congratulations to Morphe on this, and congrats to Linda more than anything for continuing to hustle and hustle and hustle. Like I said, I've been seeing this company grow since I was probably 16, 17 years old. I can't remember when I went to my first makeup show, but it's amazing to see where they are at now. You can also save 10% by using somebody else's coupon code if you would be interested in that. I hope that someday Morphe will go ahead and give me a coupon code, give me a discount code, so you guys can go ahead and save money as well. I did try and get a contact with them, but I wasn't able to, so fortunately I can't offer you guys that code, but you can use somebody else's as well. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. If there is anything else you would love to see in particular with this palette, please let me know, because I think I'm going to create a series on my channel where once a week I just bring a palette and that's all I'm going to use, and just create different looks using one palette, because I feel like sometimes people tend to forget about palettes we already own and we could just use to create just one whole look, and can't believe I created one whole look with just one palette. It's insane. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!